Pizza, Pepsi, probable legendaries. Sounds like a party. Hello, everyone. Bront, CatHerder here. We're having fun talking Raid Shadow Legends, and we are here on the free-to-pause account because we are here to pull shards. Now, we have the pizza event here, or the Smart Fella event for pizza points. As you can see, I've got 90 points so far, which is honestly as much as you could have earned up until this point, other than, I haven't done champion training yet, but I will probably dive into champion training because I can make at least one 6-star right now and a bunch of other stuff. I just have not divested the resources into it yet, but I did the Shredder's Wrath event, I did the Ice Golem event, and I've already got almost all the Donatello's Soul. It's not that hard to get this level 100. It should not be hard to get this level 300. I don't think I'm gonna go all out for this top one here. Maybe I'll get this relic here. We'll see. But we are looking forward to pulling some new champions. We do have the summon champ chase. Here it is, champ chase. We got the champ chase here. Points are not too unreasonable here to get at least these 75 pizza points. I certainly wouldn't mind this 200 here if I could. Honestly, I would love to get to this many points here on this account. I don't see that happening with the amount of shards we are going to be pulling on my free to play. So let's take a look at what shards we're going to pull. So I would have loved to have been able to get the free one here. I decided it was not worth the energy investment. For me to have done the event that would have gotten me this would have used up every single bit of energy I had and made sure I missed just about everything else, including some champion training I was working on. So I decided to skip it on this particular account. I am only farming stage 15 of the Sand Devil and stage 20 of the Phantom Shogun. Honestly, you really want to be farming stage 25 for this to be in any reasonably efficient amount of expenditure. I guess it may depend on where you're farming necessarily, but farming stage 15 was not efficient as far as energy is concerned. Farming stage 20 was not particularly efficient, and honestly, for some reason, I found that Sand Devil was better than Shogun, which is not where the point should have broken down. Regardless, that's what I found was regularly happening on both of my accounts, so that's what I farmed, and it's fine. So no shot here for extra turtle champions on this account. Very unfortunate, but you know, hey, we will make do. That said, we do have 64 ancient shards here. We have a chance to get Raphael. Raphael is 10x chance from ancients. We have the double legendary chance, and I am about 185 shards into Mercy, somewhere within 3 or 4 shards of that 185 number. So I will be getting a legendary on this set of ancient shards. Hopefully I hit Mercy really early and I get a bunch of extra legendaries. That would be great. This account has been very starved for good champions lately. Honestly, I would love a ton of epics, because if I can actually get those legendary materials, well, that gives me a chance to get a really good relic, and relics are actually pretty powerful and kind of rare on this account at the moment because I'm not farming very high in Chimera. So that is my hope. That is my dream. And you know what? We live on hopes and dreams here on this channel when pulling shards. So I do have a Pepsi here, not a sponsor, but Pepsi, you could be. Think about it. It would be absolutely amazing. It would help my pocketbook. And you know what? I think it'd help a lot of people enjoy the great flavor of Pepsi. Am I selling it right? Am I selling it right? Huh? With that said, you know, grab your favorite beverage of choice if you like to do that, or do whatever you like to do for your shard pulls. You know, these little rituals, they don't necessarily actually do anything. And I think we all know that, but it's kind of fun to just, you know, pretend that, hey, maybe we're going to get something cool because we did something kind of cool with our shard pulling event. So here's 2 Pepsi, here's 2 legendaries. We're going to pull 4 of these ancients and then pull the rest of these 60. Now, if you don't want to or need to do all the pizza points parts, I would actually not recommend pulling today. That said, if you are a newer account, 2x ancients is one of the best times to get epics that will transform your account, which is why I'm pulling absolutely everything on this account here. On my main, I'll think about it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do on my main yet. You know, hint for the video that'll be out tomorrow, but let's do something cool. Let's get some cool stuff on ancients. That is a rare, not particularly exciting. And as far as legendaries are concerned, I am looking for, I don't really need any more damage dealers, although I wouldn't mind more damage dealers because you never can have enough, but I am looking for provokers. I would like people that could help with veils and fears. more support champions would be good. I don't have a good poisoner other than, I guess, Zavia is kind of an okay poisoner, but I don't have a really good poisoner either. So there were 4 uneventful shards. We're going to go into the 10 pulls. And honestly, Raph would be kind of cool because I like the turtles, and I certainly am not going to complain if I got a Raphael on this account. So let's get pulling. And there's a purple finally. Kellen the Shrike. I think that's my 3rd Kellen the Shrike, maybe my 4th Kellen the Shrike. It might just be my 2nd. I don't know. I've got at least one of him. And an Occult Brawler, who I also have. I really, really do not understand why Polarium insists on feeding me duplicate epics on this account. It is absolutely frustrating. I have so many duplicates, triplicates of the epics that I'm not able to use when I really would love to expand my roster. There are so many epics I don't have. Come on, Polarium, treat me right. You can be nice to me. Are you looking to join me and have fun playing Raid Shadow Legends? Well, I've got the link for you. Use my link down below and get yourself a free Elenarl once you get through the tutorial. Elenarl is a great legendary, does a bunch of poisons, does irresistible burns, explodes those poisons, going to be very, very great for progressing in the early game, great for your clan boss team, will really, really help you out. And then at level 15, get yourself an Ugo. Ugo is absolutely amazing. She is one of the best endgame epics. She brings your block debuffs, she brings your decreased defense, she's got a heal and a cleanse, she's got leech on that A1, she is super tanky, she's got a chance to revive. Absolutely amazing epic for you. All you need to do is start a brand new account using a brand new fresh email and use my link down below. Get started in Raid and have some fun. This is not being the Bone Keeper. That's not being nice to me either. I am missing. Let's go stop for a second because I am missing, who am I missing here? I am missing Raskarum from the Lady Mikage fusion, and I am missing Wanderer from the Rosin fusion. So those are the 2 rares I would like as well. So let's get back to pulling. Hopefully we can get something, honestly, epics that'd be usable would be kind of nice. And we're due a legendary if my counts are correct. To be fair, my counts could be off because now we are, if we were at 80-ish, we're due a legendary in the next 3 to 5 pulls in theory, unless my counts are off, which they could be. There we go. Ooh, Valk, yes. Ooh, that's good. That is a nice pull. Valk is going to be very helpful on this account, actually. Valk, ooh, I can use Valk in a lot of stuff. I am actually super, super stoked to get a Valkyrie. Mistress of Hymns, I've already got one. I've already got a Ruella. I've already got a Warden. Duplicates, come on, Polarium. But Valk is absolutely good. Now, she is definitely not one of the more modern champions that is absolutely busted, but she does a lot of cool stuff, and she'll be useful. She actually may be useful in Arena on this account because she does some fun stuff as well. But what does Valkyrie do? Valkyrie has a really weird attack and defense based A1 that decreases turn meter by 10% for each hit if the target has any buffs. Not an amazing A1, but you know what? Buff decrease, very, very good. This can do some serious damage, but honestly, you're going to want to build her for a lot of defense because her other skill over here attacks all enemies, places a shield buff on all allies for 3 turns and a counterattack buff on all allies for 2 turns. The value of the shield and the damage inflicted are proportional to this champion's defense. This is one of the best shields in the game. It is a 3-turn shield on a 3-turn cooldown, so you always have the shield up. It gives you counterattack, which is a great way to add a ton of extra damage as well. She is very good. You can actually build her for clan boss. In fact, building her for clan boss is an interesting option because I could swap out my tyrant and I lose one of the 2 ally protectors, but I get these huge, massive shields. I also run Brogni on the same team, which means that I would have shield growth and another set of shields to where shields would never be off of my champions under any circumstances. And of course, Brogni's shields give you some bonus healing mechanic, which is great as well. And then the counterattack would actually add extra damage for my clan boss. And being also not a magic champion, this would give me another good champion for doing damage to the force boss. So Valkyrie could be an interesting clan boss champion for this account. build her high defense. She can actually do a decent amount of damage. The other thing that Valkyrie is actually really good for is Valkyrie is really good for Fire Knight hard. And I am at a loss for how to deal with Fire Knight hard until now, because I do not have any ally attackers. So with a Valkyrie and a counterattack, I can actually build a counterattack Fire Knight hard team and constantly push, and possibly push at least, into Fire Knight hard. So that could be kind of cool. I'm actually kind of looking forward to that. Valkyrie is a good champion for this level of an account. She is definitely a champion that will get power crept later on and eventually not get used at all on a lot of endgame accounts. But for this level of account, she adds so much versatility. And on top of that, she's got a great passive here. Champion's turn meter will be increased by 10% each time this enemy champion places in a buff. Enemy champions will have their turn meters decreased by 10% for each buff they place as well. So she boosts herself constantly when the enemy gets buffed, which can make her good for interrupting things in arena. But also you can have the turn meter decrease for enemies when they have buffs received. So you can actually use her to slow down the enemy team as well if you put enough accuracy on her as well. Whether or not build her with enough accuracy, I don't know. And then on top of that, she's got defense and faction crypts. Not particularly exciting, unfortunately. But yeah, she does good damage. She brings a lot of good other options to the team as well. This is going to be helpful in faction wars. This should be helpful in clan boss. This will be helpful in Centranos Curse City stuff. And yeah, she's going to be possibly even a useful arena champion on this account. So I'm actually super stoked to get a Valkyrie. And we still have 30 shards left to pull. So hopefully we can get a new epic. That would be really nice here. The fact that I have not gotten a brand new epic for this account yet is really kind of sad, actually. So, hey, Pepsi, keep on bringing the heat. Let's get something cool. Johnny, not new. Warden, not new. I've already got one. Ursine Ironhide is new, so I guess I should have been more specific when I asked for new stuff. Not good. He's okay for faction wars if you're desperate. He's got turn meter decrease right here. He's got an AoE decrease attack. He does okay. Increase the cooldown of skill randomly. Sometimes we've got accuracy. Does some extra turn meter stuff if on his passive. He's not great. He's tanky enough and does enough damage that he can be useful on some accounts to build as a 4-star or 5-star. Wouldn't build him. Nobody else particularly exciting here. Chani can be an okay damage dealer. Not what we are looking for. At least we got 3 epics. We're getting some good epic. You're not good epic rates, I should say. Not good epics. We want some good epics. Dark Elhane, that's another dupe. Got her for free. Another Taragi. It's my 3rd frog, too. This is just absolutely insane. I will show you some of my guardians after this. This is just absolutely nuts, though, how many duplicate epics I have on this account. Like me and Avir the Alchemage, if you're looking for a rare dwarf that does okay stuff for a while, Marquez is not bad either. We're not going to talk about the rares. Taragi, absolutely amazing. One of the best epics in the game, honestly. He is very versatile. He's got a good provoke here that increases for debuffs, so this can be a reliable provoke in Hydra. As long as, of course, you're not a bad affinity. So that is very helpful. The ally protection with a huge heal, reflect damage and shields. Very helpful keeping your team alive. Good for clan boss. And the fact that he throws poisons out whenever he is hit, and that is once per hit, allows him to do some fun stuff with a couple of different teams as well. Taragi, very good utility champion. Does a lot of good stuff. Well worth building on any account at any level, even if it's just for some of the secret room stuff. Hey, that is my 3rd Taragi. So, hey, maybe I'll actually empower my Taragi a little bit. We'll see where my faction guardians are. But we got 10 more. Come on, Pepsi. Bring the heat. Ooh, Lochwain. That is... Actually, Lochwain's good because Lochwain means I don't need Mikage Fusion, and then Grizzled Jarl is new-ish. So, hey, actually, that means I don't need the other rare from the Mikage Fusion, so that's not too bad. Grizzled Jarl, he's been power crept. He's not that great. 4-turn cooldown, decrease attack, and increased defense and block buffs for 1 turn. The decreased defense is for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. He's okay. I wouldn't build him now. He might be okay for faction wars early on. He's just kind of okay. So let's see where we are at. First of all, I want to check that fusion. Mikage Fusion. Yes. I had plenty of Lochwains already, so I guess I technically didn't need this dude. It just would have been nice to be able to fuse one. Again, duplicates. So Grizzled Jarl may be the only new one. Let's go check the Guardian ring here quickly. All right, so Sylvan Watchers. I already had a Kellen the Shrike. Now I've got a duplicate Rella. I don't mind a duplicate Rella. That's not bad. So that is not horrible. I already had a Grizzled Jarl, so that is another duped Dwarf. So that figures. That was a duped Chani. As you can see, I also have my 3 Taragis right here. Duped Wardens. I thought I had this dude already. Maybe I actually fed him during the Hell Hades thing when I was absolutely desperate at the end, because he was absolute trash. Duped Dark Hellhane and Catacomb Counselor. So my undead epics are now getting +6 speed. That's not too bad. I don't know where the Catacomb Counselor came from. Apparently I did not check that earlier. There's my dupe Occult Brawlers. So that gives me some extra defense on my Ogren tribes. That is all the duplicates I got here. So I did get a couple of interesting faction guardians. I'm not going to complain too much about that. And we actually got all the way up to the top level of the pizza points, which is actually kind of nice. So we are in good shape for getting that 3-star soul and then some. And hey, I even got a soul stone here. So that is definitely helpful. Give you guys one quick bonus pull of some kind, because we still have the awakening bonus here on the Smartle soul stones. Maybe I can get a kind of cool soul stone. Would that be kind of cool? There's a 6-star. That's a 5-star Gallic. I actually already have a 5-star Gallic. That was why I built my Gallic way long ago. So not particularly exciting. Oh well, you know what? You're not going to win them all. But hey, I got a Valk. I'm actually super excited for the Valkyrie, and I think actually she might be my next 6-star. She is a great champion to build. She can do some decent damage. She can do all kinds of cool stuff in things like Clan Boss and Arena, and I think she will be a very fun champion to build on this account. Hopefully I've got enough books for her, and hopefully Plarium will stop trying to sell me stuff on this account. And you know what? Hopefully your polls go well. Hopefully you get a great legendary, or at least an account-changing legendary. And here's the thing. Valkyrie is an account-changing legendary on this account, because it's actually possibly going to affect my Clan Boss team, and it's going to affect several other teams that I might be working with as well. And that makes her definitely a valuable champion on this account. So not every game-changing champion is going to be a meta champion. It certainly helps if they are, but you know, look for fun ways to use the champions you have, and you'll find yourself having fun in Raid Shadow Legends. So again, hope your polls go great. You guys are a wonderful community. Thanks for sticking around in the video. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Let me know down below what you guys pulled this weekend, and if you want me to pull your shards, well, today being CatHerder Day, at least when this video is going to be launching, I will be streaming regularly, so I will be pulling shards for viewers as well. So if you want to have me pull your shards on stream, hop over to Twitch, check it out. Links are down below, and I will see you there. And until the next video, I am Bront CatHerder.